Mike Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent, teaching instructor. I know you're wondering the background. I know I'm moving. I'm trying to get all my crap from South Florida to Sebring, Florida. I'll have a whole new background. I'm sorry for the background. It's really important to what I have to say. I am a former agent. I worked at IRS 10 years. I have a whole team of former IRS agents. I've been on Fox Business News a couple times, ABC, The Briefing Room, Newsmax, News Nation, CBS, NBC. I've been on all the stations, not advertising. Actually, they want my opinion or comments on certain things. Anyway, IRS has just sent out like tons of mail, and it's the CP, it's a 508C letter, which is telling you you got 90 days to keep your passport. Some of you have lost your passports already, so let me tell you what the deal is. So IRS decided about 8 years ago they were going to go ahead and nail people traveling. They think that was a great way to make money and revenue by suspending air travel for people who owe. It started out at 52,000, now it's 59,000. It changes really every year. So if you owe that much at some point in time, IRS is going to file a federal tax lien. They are going to send you a 508C letter, and at that point your passport in fact is either going to be restricted or gone, one of the two. By the way, once you get this letter, if you have not gone ahead and try to renew your passport, you won't be able to unless you've settled your IRS debt. How do you settle your IRS debt? You only settle it either through getting on currently non-collectible, either on a payment agreement or either on being sending in an offer and compromise. Those are the only three ways that the State Department or the IRS will let them know, the State Department, that you're good to go. So your case has to be put in one of those three particular categories of what IRS says closing a case. I know this because I get all the calls. We try to get passports back as soon as we can. A lot of people have trips, many have funerals, some people are getting married, some people are going on vacation, and they find out, oh my God, I lost my passport. Correct. So better yet, you have to deal with that lien. Anyway, at the end of the day, if you call IRS, you got to be very careful because IRS wants to get as much money from you, and they're going to try to get a very aggressive payment agreement. And if you don't know the IRS national standards, you're going to need to know that. I'll explain that quickly to you. IRS determines how much you can spend on food and clothing, housing and utilities, car payments, and car expenses. You're going to put your standards in, and they're going to knock them out and say, you can only spend your money on this. The standards are going to knock you for a loop, and then you're going to be left with a huge IRS payment agreement. You got to be very careful if you're doing this yourself. Plus, you're going to have to work your way through the maze of calling the right numbers. I'm just telling you the facts. So at the end of the day, if you need to hire someone, let us know. We do this very well. God, I'm so disgusted at the background. But anyway, we can get this done as soon as possible. I worked at IRS for 10 years. I've been doing this for 51 years. I have a whole team of IRS agents. Thank you for listening. Give me a subscription. I give free consultations. You speak to me, by the way. I pick up the phone. Thank you very much for listening. I appreciate your time.